What's going on, people? Hey, listen, this is Ask Pastor Mike. I have people emailing me questions, and I said I'm going to take about 5 minutes, between 5 to 10 minutes, to answer any questions that people have. So I got a question that someone emailed me. Here's the question. It says, people say we should love ourselves before we can love anybody else. Does the Bible say that? The question is, people say we should love ourselves before we can love anybody else, right? Is that even biblical? Listen, okay, so let me deal with this with layers. I don't believe the idea of loving oneself is wrong. I don't think that. I don't think Lord wants us to go around and hating ourselves and hurting ourselves. I don't think the idea of loving ourselves is wrong, but I do believe this. I do believe that what people imply by saying this is not only wrong but misleading. Let me explain this, okay? Here's what people imply when they say, "Look, I need to love me first." It's usually said within a emotional context that says, I've been helping everybody else, I've been helping my family, helping my friends, and when I need help, nobody's even there to help me. Therefore, I'm about to do me. Look, I'm about to look out for myself. I'm looking out for me. I'm going to pamper me. When folk want me, they ain't going to reach me because, listen, I've been pouring myself out for everybody else and nobody cares about what I want. And so the issue with this, because it's usually said in this emotional context, here's the issue. It's usually a response to a messy situation that you don't want to repeat. I don't want to go through this anymore. So therefore, what are you saying? Here's the problem. It's a response from a place of trauma and not a response from a place of love. And that's the problem with this. Now, here's the deeper problem with this statement. The deeper problem, it lies with this statement, and that is, we're presupposing the wrong thing. We're coming to wrong conclusions, not because the statement itself is inherently wrong. It's just what we're presupposing is causing us to come to a wrong conclusion. In other words, here, let me explain this. We make a true statement. We made a true statement. Yes, I must love myself. I need to love myself. I can't hate myself. I go around cutting myself and hurting myself. That's a true statement, right? We need to love ourselves, but in making a true statement, we draw the wrong conclusion because we presuppose that the reason we can't love others is because we don't love ourselves first, when that's not true. It's not true. So, see, the reason we don't love others, it's not because we don't love ourselves first. No, here's the reason why we don't love others. It's because we have not fully learned to receive and give the love of Christ. In other words, look at it like this. The reason we're failing to love our neighbors, it's not because of the order in which we choose to love, me first, then you. No, it's because it's the source of the love. Well, what do you mean? It's simple. Our love is different from his love. His love is different. Here's our love. Our love has mixture in it, okay? It's not clean. Our love is unclean. It's mixed with sin. It's mixed with selfishness. It's mixed with hidden agendas, hidden motives. It's mixed with conditions, right? It's conditional. But the love of Jesus is different. His love is pure. His love is selfless. His love is unconditional. It's kind. It's pure. His love is totally different from our love. Imagine this. Let me give you a picture of what this looks like. Imagine, okay, imagine you're thirsty, right? You're sitting at a table and you're literally dehydrated, and your friend or family member sitting at the table with you, and they're dehydrated as well, and you need water. You need water. The most loving thing you can do is drink water because you're hurting yourself. And now you're sitting at the table, and now you have this cold glass of water, but this glass of water is actually sewer water. So when you look at it, you have this sewer water. It's filthy. It's black. It has all these clumps of things in it, dirt and whatever else is in the sewer. But it's sewer water, but it's still water, and you're dehydrated. And so you can, this unclean water represents your love. That's your love, this unclean water. So you can either do this, one of two things. You can give it to your family member first, or you can say, listen, I need to learn how to love me. Hey, listen, I need to learn how to love me first before I can ever love anybody else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink this filthy water for myself. You can either do one or two things. And so now you say, you know what? I want to love me first. I'm going to drink this black, filthy, unclean sewer water. There's a stench to it, but it's still water, and I'm dehydrated. And as soon as you take your love to your lips, this water, all of a sudden Jesus appears, and he stretches out his hand. And in his hand, Jesus has this clean glass of cold water. He says, drink this. Drink this. This is how much I love you. This is my love. I have an endless supply. Don't worry about it. I can keep filling this glass. Drink my water. But then he says, when you grab it, you're excited, like, okay, I put this dirty water down. I'm about to drink this clean water. And he says, wait a minute, but first, before you drink, give it to your family member first. And after you give them a drink, then you take a drink. Now think about this. Now at this point, listen to me. It doesn't matter what order you go in. It doesn't matter if your family drink first and you go last. Why? Here's the reason why. Either way, it's still better than you drinking your glass of sewer water first, because your water is bad no matter what order you go in. It has nothing to do with the order. And so I think, here's the thing, I think when people say, I need to love me first, I think, it's just me, I think we put too much emphasis on the order of the love and not enough emphasis on the source of the love. If you focus all of your energy on the source of the love, it does not matter what order you go in. But let me just broaden your understanding even more. Let me tell you how big God is. When he appeared to Abraham, he says, I'm the Lord Almighty. If you look in the Hebrew, it's El Shaddai. Here's what El Shaddai means. It means the double-breasted one, which means he says, listen, I have enough love to love through you and love you at the same time. In other words, don't worry about if I tell you to love your neighbor first. I can literally, the order is irrelevant, because I am the double-breasted one. I can literally allow you to love them first and still not have you lack in love for yourself. This is how big God is. Quit focusing on the order in which you love. Focus on the source of your love, because it's much better than the order or anything else you could ever imagine. So listen, I hope I helped you out with that question as far as loving you first before you can love anybody else. Remember, it's not the order, it's the source. And when you got a clean glass of water, it doesn't matter which order you go in, because it'll be better than you going first with your dirty, clean, selfish type of love. All right. I hope that bless you. Listen, share this if this was a blessing. And listen, type down below questions that you may have. Then ask Pastor Mike. I will jump in and try to answer any questions, any Bible questions that you may have, relationship questions, whatever it is. Ask it. I can't wait to answer it. God bless you all, and I pray God's blessings upon you. God bless you.